Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for Draw 8 action today of our last of the women's round robin pool now. We're here watching Lindsay Hudyma, who's putting the first rock in play, versus team Katie Gyles. Both these teams at a 2-1 record in this 8-team ladies cash Spiel, top 4 teams making the playoffs. We are coming live to you from the Golden Ears Winter Club in Maple Ridge. This is the King Cash event sponsor, Coronation Business Group. Thanks to them for their support of the event and the Golden Ears Winter Club all season long. The Team Gyles lead, Amanda Tipper, just playing the open hit here. Team Gyles going in their second year with this lineup, I believe. It's our first chance here to see Patty Wallingham, who throws lead rocks for the Hudyma team. So as I said, both these teams are at 2-1. Having a quick look at the draw, still lots to happen out there, but it looks like 3-1 is going to be that playoff number. 2-2 is likely going to be too many losses, but still lots to happen out there. But it's neither one of these teams wanting to give up another L. So without last rock in the first end, we have Lindsay Hudyma going around the corner guard here. Another option would be to throw a center guard or put your rock into the top 8 or top 4 foot. Going around corner guards without last rock early in an end. And sometimes set the other team up for success. Looking to keep this one in front of the tee line. Nice execution and great sweeping from, sorry, a little light there. So good sweeping nonetheless. And Katie Gyles can ignore that and use both those as corner guards now to go around those rocks. So advantage Team Gyles here early in the end with the middle wide open and a nice corner guard situation going on. Heather Hansen throws the second stones for Team Hudyma. This team had a good run at the BC Scotties last year in Quesnel, and looking to bring that success forward here into the 2019-20 season. I apologize, that was Jenna Duncan in the hack a moment ago, and we're now going to see Heather Hansen. So coming up light there, and Heather Hansen's just looking to draw this one around the high corner guard. Shauna Jensen throws the third stones for Team Gyles. Shauna's also a BC Mixed Champion. She represented us at the 2019 Canadian Mixed Championships last year with Cody Kanaka. They had a good run there before just missing out on the playoffs. Nice shot there from Heather Hansen to leave her rock as a tight center there, and pretty dangerous spot, but Katie's going to go around that now and try to set up her deuce. Coming up a little deep there. First rock though. Good guess by Shauna, and chance now for Lindsay to follow her down, trying to keep this one in front of the tee line. Lindsay Hudyma, the skip of this this team. Throwing her first. Line looks great if the weight's a little more than was asked for the weight, and are going to see her roll off there and give Katie a chance to make this one a little better. So Katie's just looking to bite the top of the forefoot here. She wants to leave some scoring area for on her last one if she does make this one good. So looking to put this one into the top of the forefoot. Shot rock. We've seen a few rocks down this path now, so I'm sure the skip and front end have a good idea of what they need to do here. Looks a little hot too, coming in at 13:12 for the hog-to-hog time. That's been back house or through the rings all weekend. But gets shot stone, and chance now for Lindsay to follow her down and really shrink the scoring area and make it really hard to score a point if she gets one in there top of the button. The Hudyma team represent the Vancouver Curling Club. $13.75 on the hog-to-hog there. So lots of room there for Katie now to draw in for her second point. That one's just coming up a little bit light. Gonna need half of the forefoot to score her two. It's gonna be a new path for her out here, and the guard she's got to worry about getting by is in the top of the forefoot. So it's really important to take enough ice here and throw it positive. It is a bit of a guess, though, out here for her. Really close guess from Katie Gyles. It might just have come up a little bit deep. They're having a look. One blue for sure and a measure on the other two, so Nice draw and from Katie Gyles there, and they're just going to have to measure to see if it counts. It looked like a rocket, but as you saw on that new path, it really came down at the end, and a really good guess there. So a team effort here with the measuring stick. So it's one for Team Gyles for sure. We're just measuring for the second point here in the first end of play. The winner is in for sure to the playoffs. The loser's going to have to wait and see how things shake down on the other sheets around us. It's looking like 3-1 is going to be that magic number. Sean is going to take care of that score for us, so we'll get you updated before we go to our commercial break. And it's just a score of 1 in that first end, and we'll be back in just a moment with second end action.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this.
Welcome back to second end action. So it was just a score of 1 in the first end there for Katie Gyles. A little deep on her draw. Got our score updated for you there. We'd like to thank our event sponsor, Coronation Business Group, who supports the Goldeneers Winter Club all season long. In addition, the BC Curling Tour sponsors, Bel Air Direct and Best Western. In addition to that, we'd like to thank Via Sport and Hosting BC for supporting all events on the BC Curling Tour this year. That's 6 men's events and 5 women's events across the province. So Team Gyles came out a little deep with their first one there, and Team Hudyma made a nice corner guard there. Katie's just going to play this next one into the rings, above the tee line, hopefully. Amanda Tipper throwing the lead stones. So after another one comes deep there for Amanda Tipper, great opportunity here for Team Hudyma to use that corner guard and go around it with those 2 rocks behind the tee line, not in a very threatening position. just going to come up a little bit light there, and both teams kind of handing the misses back to each other here, and now it's a big opportunity for Team Gyles to choke off that center line and put one in the top of the 8-foot here. These last couple shots have just been a little outside of the tolerance. And this one looks heavy too. So Lindsay's not loving these 3 rocks building up in the 4-foot, so she is playing a hit now of these rocks behind the tee line. Most important thing here is to keep your shooter in play. You don't want to roll away with that shooter and give Katie a chance to draw. Mission accomplished there. Would have been nice to curl a little bit more. Caitlin Campbell now in the hack, throwing the second stones for Team Gyles, this team representing the Royal City Curling Club in New Westminster. I believe they curl Monday nights there. With the hit and roll out now, we'll see what Lindsay decides. Looks to play the hit and roll here again, so she's sticking with the consistency from that last call she made and opening up her scoring area a little bit. Unfortunate part here is her rock's going to be behind the tee line if she makes the roll. Definitely got out to the broom on that one. Looked like a really nice throw. Shauna Jensen, the third on this team, looking to make the hit and roll here. Just hit and rolls away a little bit there. We do have men's tiebreaker action also happening this evening on sheet 1. We've got Daniel Wenzek taking on Wes Craig. Winners into the playoffs. The loser is out. This looks like a nice shot from Heather Hansen there, hitting and rolling. Definitely if she stayed for shot rock, it's a nice shot. Either going to force Shauna to chase that or play the come around guard. So for Lindsay, you'd like to see Team Gyles chasing here, and then hopefully you can go around those guards with Heather's last. Shauna looking to make the nose hit here. Nicely thrown. So Lindsay's going to stick with the hit and roll here. A couple disadvantages to this shot is you are keeping your rock behind the tee line here, so should you make this hit and roll, you're sort of forcing your opposition into playing a draw around a center guard, and not really ideal for you. Another option here would be to go around that center guard yourself and keep the rock in front of the tee line. Both calls here are reasonable though. So looking to make the hit and roll. And great shot there from Heather Hansen, and that one's out of sight. Behind the tee line, and as expected, Katie Gyles is going to walk down and call that come around the center guard. So should she make this one, it's really going to put the pressure on Team Hudyma. Nice shot though by Heather Hansen, and good line call by Lindsay. Good news for Team Hudyma is that if this come around's made, you can run your own red rock back. That's a nice tight guard, and the run back should be there for you. So lots of good options still for Team Hudyma should this draw be made. So 15-12, they're really going to have to drag this one. Great sweeping from the girls, and look at that, shot rock fully buried, and going to force a really difficult shot here out of Lindsay Hudyma. Couple options are you can run the guard back that's guarding the blue. You can also play the angle run back and possibly sit two with that angle run back. So a couple options there, but nice thing about running the center line one back is at least you open things up should it not go your way. And you make it perfect, you might even still be sitting two. So chance here for Lindsay to run this back and sit one or two. It's very close here. They're on it now. Great line call. To sit two. What a shot. I might have not jumped to that conclusion, but it sure looks like she's sitting two. Good weight selection there, and a great line call from Heather Hansen. So now Katie Gyles is looking to make the hit and roll. We I think we saw this shot not too long ago from the Hudyma team, so we've seen this path and this type of shot already. This one's going to hang out there and hopefully not jam. Ooh. And all of a sudden the what looked like could be a force to water steal is open draw for 3 for Team Hudyma. You know, she had just thrown that out turn draw and unfortunately wasn't able to play it again there, but it I sure like her chances playing that out turn draw again. So here's Lindsay with a chance to score her 3. Looking for anywhere between 14.75 and 15.25 here for a hog-to-hog time. Girls are working it early, but doing a nice job. 14.50 on the hog-to-hog time. We're going to put it right on the lid for their skipper, Lindsay Hudyma, who makes no mistake in the second end to take a 3-1 lead. We will be back in just a moment.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Welcome back to the third end here of round robin play at the King Cash, the 2019 King Cash event sponsor, Coronation Business Group. We'd also like to recognize our tour sponsors, Bel Air Direct and Best Western. In addition to that, we'd like to thank our host club, the Golden Ears Winter Club. We will be live streaming all draws for the remainder of the weekend, as we have been all week here since yesterday. If there is not a tiebreaker game tonight, though, there won't obviously be a stream. We'll make sure you know about that. The men's tiebreaker game is being played right now. Daniel Wenzek is currently trailing by 1 with Last Rock playing the second end. Nice draw there from Patty Wallingham, and Team Gyles lead. Amanda Tipper is going to throw the corner now. A little higher than called, but corner guard nonetheless, and Patty Wallingham is just going to try to throw the tight center guard here right on top of that one she just threw. Get our team off to a good start here in the third end. It's a little heavy, it looks like, by the judgment of the sweepers here. Line's perfect, just a little hot. Amanda Tipper, a little distracted there from her second. Just going to reset, doing a nice job of it there. This one's going to overcurl a bit, and they're going to lose their shooter. And that red rock will stick around, so Lindsay's going to try to throw another tight center here. Jenna Duncan, the second. In addition to last year's BC ladies, both Jenna and Patty Wallingham, the lead on this Hudyma team, have played in multiple Scotties representing the Yukon territories. They are going to school in BC here and competing out of BC now, which is great to see. Been doing that for the last 2 years. In the men's tiebreaker game over there on sheet 1, Wes Craig blew things open a little bit with a 3-ender in the first to take a 3-1 lead, or 3-0 lead, sorry. It was with a steal of 2 in the second, sorry, to take a 3-0 lead. Scored 1 in the first, stole 2 in the second. Those teams did play in the round robin, with Team Craig having the advantage in that one. So with the 2-point lead, you may have seen Team Hudyma want to play something on the right-hand side of that sheet. Katie Gyles really has things setting up now, and it is going to leave an opportunity now to hit that rock and sit 2. Another option besides the guard there would maybe have been the out-turn hit on that blue rock that was about half open, or the peel of the blue corner guard. Nice shot there to sit 2. Lindsay's asking for the hit and roll now. So they were trying to roll the other way on that one, but made it almost even better. They're rolling to the inside, and for some reason now Team Gyles wants to hit this corner guard. However, they can see half of the red rock in the ring, so this is a little bit surprising. Could just hit to sit 2 right now. So she opens things up, and now Team Hudyma is going to go and split those rings and sit there too. I think this late in the end, that might have been a good opportunity for Team Gyles to keep the deuce going. And great sweeping there to get shot rock, and really nice result there, not leaving a double off this rock that Katie's going to try to hit and roll off of now. Threw this one pretty positively right down the center line, and it doesn't look to be curling for her. I didn't see the call here. Oh, looks like she's calling for the center guard. You want to be careful that this guard doesn't overcurl, though, and be something that Team Gyles can use to roll behind. They can hit and roll off of that red rock we're looking at on the right-hand side of our screen right now. So important here to keep this center guard on the right-hand side of the center line that we're looking at right now. If we overcurl the center line, we are going to leave a hit and roll behind a wall. So I'm not sure that's the ideal place to be. The rock that was just thrown can't really be used now by Team Hudyma, as it kind of overcurled there, and it's a chance now for Team Gyles to make that hit and roll off this rock on the right there. So ideally that rock either is going to be a little bit deeper or it's going to be a little more to the right, but right where they asked for it there was not the ideal spot. So nice chance here for Katie Gyles to make the hit and roll and set herself up here for a multiple score. So this one's curling big on her, and chance now for Lindsay to plug that hole and force Katie to have to make a tap with her last here on the left-hand side there of the sheet. So Lindsay's just looking to plug the hole, take the in-turn draw away, and force Katie to play a different shot there, the out-turn tap on the left-hand side. Nice spot there for Team Hudyma and Hudyma, and gonna force the out-turn tap out of Katie Gyles here. So it looks like Katie's electing to make the double here and roll in. It's going to be hard to do all those things. I'm not sure. As long as you can throw it hard enough, this one's there, but it's going to be a tough shot here to score for Lindsay Hudyma. Sorry, for Katie Gyles. And our fourth draw of the day here. It's mixing up a few names here. Bear with me. Apologies. She might have set that one a little bit. Trying to get that to curl a little more, or else we're going to see a multiple steal here. Looks like it'll be a steal of 2 for Team Hudyma, taking a 5-1 lead here after 3 ends. We'll be back in just a moment for 4th end action, live from the King Cash in Maple Ridge.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
So a big shout out to our tour sponsors, Bel Air Direct and Best Western. Visit the Curl BC website to see how you can use your Curl BC membership to save on hotel costs, as well as with discounts, as well as combining your insurance to save on your insurance. Also like to recognize Coronation Business Group, who these events sponsor here, and the Golden Ears Winter Club, our host club. Dean Jonice is the head ice maker, and manager Shannon Jonice. Shannon's on double duty this weekend. She's competing right now on with a 2-1 record against Team Kaloum. Similar to this sheet, a win, Team Ryan, which is one Shannon's on, would be in the playoffs. A loss, they're likely going to be out. But nothing decided here yet at the King Cash. Lots of possibilities still. So with a 5-1 lead, makes no mistake there in putting that rock in the top of the forefoot on the button. Just gonna get our score updated here. All of our World Curling Tour events in BC this year are part of the BC Curling Tour, and we are super proud and thankful that Via Sport and Hosting BC support the BC Curling Tour. All 6 events on tour are supported by them. And a real unforced error here from Amanda Tipper coming in here with down 4. Your team's really in need of creating offense, and that's obviously not going to help the cause. Two nice shots from Patty there, doing her job this end in the 4th end of play. Amanda Tipper with the corner guard attempt here. This one also slips into the ring, so not going to take Lindsay long to call the takeout here. Looking at playing a draw here, based on the scoreboard with the 5-1 lead, another option would be to hit that blue rock on the nose. Lindsay's saying, though, their first and second shot, so let's just let's keep playing offense. Fair enough. So looking for this, looks like this one wants to be in the top 12 foot, she was signaling. Key is to guard that rock on the center line. So trailing by 4, if you're Katie, I think you're happy with that call from Lindsay there to leave her blue rock in play, and now she can kind of jiggle things around here and make use of some of these red rocks. So no need to remove either of these red rocks from play. You really just want a freeze tap sort of thing. It looks like they might be playing a little more weight here than necessary. Down by 4. So really close there, but rolls away, and now with a 4-point lead, Lindsay's still going to leave those 2 blues in the rings and continue to draw. My only fear with this approach is if you ever set up a simple double, all of a sudden there's going to be 3 blue rocks in the rings and only 1 red one. And without any guards up this end by your opposition, that was really Team Hudyma's decision to allow that to happen. So looking to bury a piece of this around the blue. So great chance now for a nose hit here. I'll leave Team Gyles first, third, and fourth. Main thing here is not rolling out, so you really want to make sure you save your shooter on this shot and keep the pressure on Team Hudyma to hit and stick around too. Looks very close. Just misses the double, but rolls over and keeps the shooter in play. So Lindsay's now not totally comfortable with leaving 3 blue rocks in the ring, so smartly playing a hit here, and this will be allow her to be first, second, and third shot should this hit be made. Nice shot from Heather there. Nice separation for those 3 rocks now, and Team Gyles is making the shift now, realizing it's going to be hard to remove those 3 rocks. So we're going to try to make their deuce happen with some freezes here. Just to keep you updated out here, Daniel Wenzek picked up his deuce in 3 to pull within 1 of Team Craig in that tiebreaker game. Sarah Daniels and Emily Bowles, our 2 junior teams in this event, are blanked the first 3 ends, and oh, what do you know, they've just blanked the 4th for a 0-0 game through 2 ends of play, so it's been a close one. And Team Kaloum and Team Ryan has Team Ryan currently leading 2-1 with the hammer, and the Team Gushalak, Team Thompson game has Gushalak leading 2-1, again without last rock advantage there. For up-to-date scores of the King Cash and all events on the World Curling Tour, please visit curlingzone.com. So Lindsay calling the guard here. Looks like it's coming in a little deep here. We're going to get away with it though, unless it rolls open and leaves an out there for Katie. Sorry for Shauna. Third's last here to come. So she's calling a hit here, the double, but another option would be to just go top button or freeze to those rocks. Still thinking things through here. Shauna Jensen a little heavy on the freeze attempt there, and chance now for Team Hudyma to keep the offense on as they have this whole end. So you really want to guard the left side here. You're trying to take away that freeze, even if this is biting the top 8 foot, but on the left-hand side of the center line, that's a really nice spot. Line is absolutely perfect here if the weight is good. A little bit deep there for Lindsay, and gonna give Katie a chance here to put this one top button, but it is setting up well here for the force for Team Hudyma. Would have been nice to keep that one a little higher though and choke things off, obviously. This one's a little tighter than the last one we saw at this point. I have to hold this. Looks like it's all over that top one. So the easiest shot I almost see right now for Team Blue to score is the tap of that blue or the jiggle kind of through the two blues and onto the button. So looking to throw center guard here and take both those options away. The easiest shot, though, is that out-turn tap for one, though, right now. So that's the first one you want to take away. The out-turn tap for one with that blue rock just in front of the home sign. The perfect spot there, it looks like. That's pretty tough. The angle tap might still be there, but it's definitely harder than it was. A little simple double tap here for one for Katie Gyles. Looks like they're going to out count two of those, but it is going to be a steal of one for Team Hudyma. Extend their lead to 6-1 here after 4 ends of play. We will be back in just a moment.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight, you gotta see this. Look, 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 look.
Shh, I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Welcome back, folks. You are watching the 2019 King Cash in Maple Ridge here. We have Team Hudyma versus Team Gyles in Draw 8 action of the King Cash. This is the last round robin game for the ladies. The playoffs are being decided. Both these teams are sitting at 2-1, so a win here will put one of them to 3-1 and the other to 2-2. Nothing's finalized yet, but the way things are shaking down, it's looking like 3-1 you're in, and 2-2 you might be on the outside watching tomorrow. In other action, no update for you on Sheet 1. Sheet 2, the Daniels-Bulls game is still shaping up for a blank, maybe in the 5th end. That's looking to see if we can get how many blanks in a row we can get over there. There have been lots of rocks in play, just ended up with some blank ends. In the Kaloum-Ryan game, we are tied at 2 after 4 ends, playing 5. And Thompson now leading 3-2 over Team Gushalak in the 5th end of play there. Fortunately there, draw weight continues to be a bit of a struggle for Amanda, and that one comes up a little bit light. So difficult to get back in these games when those first 2 rocks at the end aren't, or not just get back in games, it's so difficult to follow your end plan when those first 2 rocks at the end aren't where you want to be, so I know Amanda won't be happy with that, and we're going to work to improve here as the game goes on. Team Hudyma in the 5th end here with a 5-point lead. Not wanting to have a lot of rocks in play here. They're just going to throw that one away. Nice shot there from Amanda, putting that corner guard in a great spot. So after just seeing Lindsay throw that last rock through the rings, I'm a little surprised to see a center guard being called here. Just not really, these 2 calls just not really supporting each other in terms of an end plan. With the 5-point lead, I think at this point in the game, Team Gyles is happy to see another guard in the free guard zone, and they're going to play the freeze here. So just didn't see how the second call there by Team Hudyma matched up with the third one. They threw the second one through and then threw a guard on the third. So always want to make sure your calls are matching up with that end plan you started at the beginning of the end, especially in those first few shots when you have control, a little more control. Neither call is wrong, it's just when you're going back and forth, it gets a little tricky. So a little heavy there. Lindsay's going to peel this one out of there. So Team Gyles looking to open things up here. With the height of that guard, you know, it might, and the score, just based on the scoreboard, there might be some other options on the sheet here to play a tap or a freeze. So with that shot being made, I think you'll see Lindsay walk up and peel that corner guard now, and the end. Oh, no, looks like she's going to continue to play offense here. With the 5-point lead in the 5th end here, peeling that corner guard would really not give Team Gyles many opportunities to score more than 1 point. It's kind of the rationale on maybe playing the peel here. This would be a little bit more of an aggressive call. Not wrong, just more aggressive. Nice shot there from Heather Hansen, doing as she was asked. It's a little higher than it was last time, so you might be able to play a tap here and try to create a little bit of offense still. You could also probably throw the intern through that hole. The difference between that center guard and blue on the right-hand side of your screen, that you're looking at right now. Shauna Jensen joined this team last year. She was formerly a front-end player with the Van Osh team. Shauna also skipped all through juniors, so has a good understanding of the game. So they're playing a shot here to really open things up. Totally understandable. Looks like they're trying to drive it into their blue and maybe drive their blue back into the rocks in the rings. Another option with the height of that center guard would have been the tap here. Just a little too thin, and as we get on to thirds last here, Lindsay's going to continue to play that guard now a little later in this end and try to steal another one here in 5. Nice shot there on thirds last from Heather Hansen. Just to keep you updated on what's happening elsewhere, a big steal of 2 from Team Wenzek in the 4th end to take a 4-3 lead over Team Craig. Team Daniels was forced to 1-5, so it's 1-0. Team Daniels leads in playing the 6th end now. Nice to see Team Bulls having a close game there. This is their first ladies cash spiel of their careers, so good on them for entering this one and stretching themselves a little bit this week. They're getting ready for the Anita Cochran cash spiel happening next week at Royal City. That'll be the first event of the BC Junior Curling Tour. We'll be bringing all games of Sheet 4 live to you at that event, so any draws on Sheet 4 of the Anita Cochran cash spiel will be live on the Curl BC YouTube channel. We'll have some other volunteer commentators in the booth, along with Marcio here, who's overseeing the production. We're just looking for this one to bite the top 8 foot. I'll grab a hog-to-hog time here to see how the conditions are holding up as we approach the 7th end of the game. So not quite what was asked for there, and Katie Gyles is going to have an opportunity to make use of that guard that was just thrown and draw one into the top button. Couple ways you can come at this one. They're playing the intern. It's going to have to play more of a chop and lie weight here, or else you'll over curl. The other option would just be to throw the out turn draw, and lots of room there to draw the can. Another score update for you. Team Ryan, skipped by Kristen Ryan, had a big 3-ender in the 5th end to take a 5-2 lead over Team Kaloum. They're looking to move to 3-1 and guarantee themselves a playoff spot. Just a reminder, it's the top 4 teams of the King Cash ladies that are making the playoffs tonight. Looks to be that 3-1 is going to be that magic number. So they're looking at a hit and roll here. That'll work. Another option would just be to draw the button. Lots of curl here at the Golden Ears Winter Club, so just outside the edge of the 8-foot there, and should be able to bring this right into the top of the button. It's all about having that weight the sweepers can manage to the tee line at the end, so you want to be Team Gyles is just looking at maybe playing the in-turn tap on the blue rock. It's about 3/4, half buried, sorry. So, I mean, it's there too. So that'd be the in-turn tap on that blue center guard you're looking at there. Probably a more difficult shot than the out-turn draw, but both are there. Very close here. Great line and nice shot from Katie Gyles. She might have still given up a steal, but great attempt there. And it looks like it'll be 7-1 here playing the 6th end, and that'll be handshakes here, folks. So Team Hudyma wins this one at a final score of 7-1. Their record will go to 3-1, while Team Gyles will fall to 2-2. Team Gyles will have to wait and see what happens on some of the other sheets to see if they'll have a tiebreaker opportunity at 9 p.m. tonight. Thanks for joining us here from the King Cash at the Golden Ears Winter Club in Maple Ridge. We will be back tomorrow with playoff action beginning at 9 a.m., semifinals at 12:30, and the finals at 3:30 p.m. I'd like to thank our sponsors of the BC Curling Tour, Bel Air Direct, as well as Best Western, along with our event sponsor, Coronation Business Group. And a special thanks to our supporters, Via Sport and Hosting BC, for supporting the BC Curling Tour. Good night.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. Look. Look.